Hey, it's Agassiz, and I just want to take time to thank those who came out yesterday for the third iteration of the Circle of Care event. The Circle of Care event was birthed through conversations with friends and colleagues of mine who were saying, Agassiz, why are you not providing sacred support to people in Vanuatu? And I said, yeah, no, I work on an individual basis. I support people in different ways, encouragement, energetic readings, things of that nature. But they were like, no, there's actual a need, and people are interested in doing the necessary healing work so they can move forward. And so, because of those different conversations, I decided to do a free event, no dress code, where people could come together, and we're looking at connecting, we're looking at affirming, we're looking at releasing things, behaviors, mindsets, patterns, actions, things that no longer serve us, releasing those with intentionality, and we're looking at restoring. I have a big proponent about restoration, what that looks like, and then we're talking about encouraging. So when we talk about care, it is that aspect, the connecting, the affirming, the releasing, the restoring, and the encouraging. So yesterday, in the third iteration of the Circle of Care event, we talked about strategic support and what that looks like for each individual person, what that looks like collectively. How do we prioritize our well-being and support ourselves in a strategic way while also caring and supporting other people, whether that be family, whether that be friends, workplace, places of worship. How do we strategically support in this current season? And so we had wonderful opportunities for us to have really good discussions. We did different activities, things like breath work and mindfulness, some sound healing, because I have my Tibetan sound bowls here with me on the island. And so we did some sound healing, and we talked about things that really we need to focus on or maybe shift our focus from, so that we can best be in a space to support ourselves but also support others. So it was wonderful. Of course, every monthly Circle of Care event, I do my baked goodies. So yesterday I bought blueberry muffins, rainbow sprinkle cupcakes, and a lemon cake. So I love to bake. It's one of my love languages. And so every time I have an iteration of the Circle of Care event, I bring baked goodies, I bring juices and water, so that we can not only feed our spirit and soul as we're doing the necessary healing work, but also feed our physical bodies. So the Circle Care event, there are no pretenses. It is supposed to be a curated event where we hold sacred and safe space for one another. Regenerative Vanawa, the wonderful establishment, the wonderful organization, a not-for-profit organization that we partner with so that we can have these events, so that the communities, the people are being served, they're being heard, and they're being held. So if you have questions about the next Circle of Care, it will be in April. I'm still determining the date for the next one, but that next theme for the Circle of Care event in April is going to be loss, LOSS, living outside of sadness and sorrow. And we're going to delve into the different definitions and experiences around loss. So whether that is grieving because someone has passed away, so without choice has left you, or whether that is someone has made an intentional decision to separate from you, and so that is still considered a loss. There's still that absence of that person's presence from your life. So there is still a grieving process. Whether that is loss of autonomy, so maybe you have health challenges and so your body autonomy feels like it is dwindling. So how do we surround ourselves? How do we understand and envelop ourselves with love and care as we navigate that form of loss? Whether it is loss of a job, loss of financial stability, and what that looks like, loss of security or safety. Maybe your home has been invaded. Maybe you don't feel like you're safe anymore for whatever particular reason. How you navigate loss in that space. And then oftentimes we experience a loss of choice. So if people are dealing with different things like molestation or sexual trauma, how do you navigate that loss? And so when you think about loss, it comes and manifests in multiple different ways. And so I thought it would be a good space to hold time for people to come together and really talk about what that means. What are some of the best practices they have used? What methodologies they've used? So whether it is counseling, whether it is delving deeper into the Word of God, whether it is meditation, whether it is I'm practicing yoga, or I'm taking an extra hour in the morning just to sit with self and reflect and be introspective. The next theme is loss, living outside of sadness and sorrow. And then how do you find joy in your journey of grief, however that shows up for you? And so I think what I've been trying to do is hold space for people, like I said, to connect, affirm, release things, restore, and then encourage, and have opportunities so that shared stories can save lives, have opportunities for people to know that they're not inconsequential and that they do matter, and that despite whatever confusion or chaos you might be navigating presently, that you are still a purposeful being, you still have meaning, and that you still matter, and that this is just a season. So I'm hoping that what I'm providing through the different activities, through the different discussions, the journaling prompts, the exercises, because sometimes I give my clients, sometimes I give the people I support homework, inner work to do. I'm hoping that it's providing fruitful. I'm hoping that it is resourceful. I'm hoping that people's hearts and souls are being touched and encouraged when they need it the most. So, I'll release the dates for the April Circle of Care coming up next month. And if you know that there's something that you stand in need of and that you need to share with someone, or you need to hear and glean and learn, or if you know someone who is dealing with loss of any form, financial, spiritual, physical, relational, emotional, if you know someone who would stand in need and would be elevated, encouraged to continue their journey, to continue to navigate the path in which they're on, definitely tune in, come in, sit with us. And so just want to send you all love and just clarify kind of like what the Circle of Care is. It is a sacred and safe space for people to connect, affirm, release, restore, and encourage. Okay, you all. Take care. Love you so much. Bye.